Greetings. I am Dominic Bytes. Welcome to another Stardew Valley stream with Klicky. Woo, Klicky is here with me. As I do the intro thing. Um, pull up. Here we go. There, okay, there we go. Alright. Okay, there we go. I've got everything pull up and stuff. Yeah, wait. The surfbot. Did you just set up surfbot? Because I don't remember posting before. Or am I just blind?
Wait, what was that?
So you have surfbot in your chat. This is the first time I'm seeing. Is that something new that you set up, or have you had that all along and I
Oh
just
yeah,
missed it?
yeah. That's something new that I set up.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, because I saw them posting on Blue Sky, and I was like, I should get these. I thought I had it as well. I should. All right, I should check it out. I should check them out.
Yeah, I recommend them.
Okay. Hey, all right, we're live on here, and let's see. Okay, you're still you. So I'm sorry. So I'll hold off as well. But yeah. So it looks like on my end, weather-wise, so good news. I'm going to miss a lot of the hard winter weather. Texas, like their original forecast Monday was frightening. Because they were initially saying like, hey, there's going to be a snow corridor, and it's going to dump between 8 to 12 inches of snow in Texas, which, as you know, 12 inches of snow is apocalypse level. Like our, our records don't go up that high. So, but fortunately, it
I
looks
mean,
like,
snow in general is weird.
yeah, but thankfully, it looks like the freeze line decided to skew more north. Thank God. So we're just mainly going to get rain. So, whew, really dodged that one.
Yippee! There's gonna be ridiculous amounts of snow, probably, hopefully.
For you? Oh no.
Well, probably not. I say that and
Okay.
it's gonna snow today. Like, just watch.
Oh no. Well, stay safe out there.
Yeah,
Driving in that
it'll
is
be
not fun.
it'll be fine. I have snow tires. And to
Okay.
be fair, like I am accustomed to it. Like, oh my god, I have a story. I have a story that relates to this. So, um, I used to, I used to work nights, at a. Oh wait, no, this is just before. I think this is like the week before I was switching over to that time shift. And it was in the middle of nowhere. Like there was nothing else around. It was just me, myself, and I, this facility, and a singular long stretch of road, with like no markers to it. Like there weren't any lamp lights, wasn't any railings. There's just ditches on either side. It was like if you've ever seen what some like long stretches of road in Canada look like, for example, where it's just it looks like prairie basically. Like that's it. That it's the road and greenery and ditches. That's it. um,
Wow.
for like an hour. And so there was a really bad blizzard that happened um on the end of my shift. And so when I got out, it was freaking bad. Um luckily staff kept up on like keeping um everything salted, shoveled, so it was good to
Yeah.
go. Like I could leave out of the facility. I could get out of the parking lot onto the main road and be on my way. Problem was, the roads between that town and my town were not plowed whatsoever. Nobody had come through there. It was completely fresh snow out there. It looked like a Hallmark card. Um, Problem, can't tell where the road is. You can't tell where the road starts
Oh,
and ends because it just literally it almost looks like
oh
it
no.
almost looks like all fields. Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Oh no. Yeah. So am I driving on dirt or am I driving on pavement? Oh no. That's insane.
Delirious, and I was like, fuck it. You know what? I want to go home. I'm exhausted. It's time for me to knock out for 12 hours. I'm gonna get home no matter what. So what I did was, I two mounts for a GPS and a phone. So I turned on my GPS. I turned on
Hmm.
the GPS on my phone, and I would cross-reference between them to kind of gauge where the road was. So my GPSs were my point of reference for where the road might be, and I just hoped for the best. I was like a ship in the night. I just
Oh
coasted
man.
through. It was so
Jeez.
funny. I'm like going at like 25 miles an hour, just like hoping I'm not driving myself into a ditch. I was like, you know what? If I go
Yeah.
into a ditch and I go into like fucking like 3 feet of snow, if it happens, it happens. I'm I'm going home. It was
Yeah.
great.
Jeez. Yeah, I wasn't trying yet because in the ditch, I mean, because it's smooth. That's just being, oh god, yeah, you end up like Minecraft there with the snow. You end up buried
Yeah,
and like taking freeze damage, but it's your car. It's just, oh my goodness.
yeah.
Oh,
It was a good time. It was
whew.
fun. I was actually having a blast. I I just had I had Country Roads playing on loop. I don't there definitely was something wrong with me that day. I was probably extremely sleep deprived because I was pulling like 18 hours a day that week.
uh,
Uh yeah, so yeah, that was bad. It was
oh man, yeah. I imagine.
yeah.
Ooh.
Every time I would get a little bit nervous that I was probably veering off, possibly into a ditch, I would just progressively sing country roads louder, in
Oh,
fear, and then my voice would just get softer as I would realize like, okay, I'm good, and then I would continue to coast. It was just like country roads, take me home to the
oh,
place I belong. It just like
oh,
it was great.
oh. Yeah. Well, I
I was
used
having
to, I used to drive, to and from, Houston, uh, kind of regularly. Um, and so, yeah, it's not the most fun drive, you know, the route I was taking. So, yeah, I had times where I was like, man, I'm tired by the end of this drive anyway. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
sometimes you just gotta buckle down and do it, yeah. Oh boy. Well, I'm glad you made it through that. Okay, let's hope
Oh yeah.
you don't have another 3 feet of snow situation. Here anytime soon. No, no, no. Is that about so normal for like for up there?
Um, for the area I was in, yes.
Okay.
Not for the area that I was from. No, like it's only happened like a few times, in like the last few decades, where we've had like that much snow. Normally, when that happens, it's like it happens once or twice during the winter season, and then that's it. Uh, so no, that's really uncommon.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
it was a good time.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, but I'm glad we'll mainly just get rain. Now, hopefully power doesn't get hit because it's gonna be heavy rain. But yeah, my friend and thankfully also my friend he's up near Dallas, and they were
Hmm.
expecting to get dumped on, but he's saying like where he is, not just rain, just rain. So he lucked out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So they'll make going. 'Cause he has to work tomorrow, and his employer already said that, you know, regardless of the weather, you have to come into work. Because because you know his line of work, it's not optional.
Yeah.
So he was not, yeah. So he was not looking forward to having to drive through some serious winter weather. But, uh,
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
yeah. I hope everyone out there is staying safe too, all this nasty weather. Did you hear about the? Actually, wait though. You haven't done your stream intro, have you? I should probably let you do that.
Actually, it's funny you should mention that. As soon as we started talking about weather, I swapped over to live. So went live so that we could talk about weather and so I could talk about that story. So I am running. I am going.
Okay, okay. Hey, did you hear about the LA fires? Broke out.
LA fires? No.
Yeah, Los Angeles is burning quite a lot. Apparently, they had a dry season. They don't know what has caused the fires, but yeah, yeah, they've had, what was it, Santa Monica? They had the evacuation order. You've got the Westwood area, which is like around where Hollywood is. It's under threat here. The fires are jumping across the highway. So, yeah, they're saying this is. I think Mark Campbell posted it on Blue Sky. This is apparently the worst fire they've had since 1993. Because the previous bad one was 2021, but apparently this is worse than that. So let's hope they can get under control soon. There's a lot of history over there.
Yeah, I hope things will be okay over there.
Yeah.
Enjoy your dinner, AP man.
And also it sucks. Anime Los Angeles is going right now. Convention. I know a few streamers I know. Yeah, Anime Los Angeles is like happening this weekend. I know a few streamers who are out there. Whoops, I need to get out of here.
Let's see. That there. Beautiful.
Right now? Oh, what?
Let's see. Bum, bum. I don't know where this fish came from. But get in there. There we go. Straight to bed. But yeah, what is new, by the way, Dom? How's it going? What's new for you coming up this year? And also, how were your holidays?
Oh,
This is like our first stream back.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Happy 2025. Woo.
Yeah.
All the acquaintances have not been forgotten. There we go. It's really cool. Let's see. The holidays pretty good. Had a lot of, my usual Christmas goodies. Had the usual, just like, butter cookies. That's all I go to.
Mm-hmm.
Those are always nice. I turned out really well this year. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, we did Secret Santa at work. Nice. And I got among other things, got a gift card to Half Price Books, which is always nice. I love used bookstores. But also got an RTX ad. So RTX was the old Rooster Teeth convention. One of my coworkers used to work there, and so
nice.
Yeah, they don't exist anymore. Zaslav canned them. So she gave me, so the RTX no longer exists, so she gave me one of the collector's badges that was left over from the years. So that was neat. A little bit of a rare item there. Now, I do collect my badges. I save all my convention badges and stuff are things that I saved. So, that was cool.
Yeah.
And let's see. Yeah, it's one of the better Secret Santas I've done too. I've had mixed experiences with Secret Santa over the years. Mostly bad. Most of my Secret Santa experiences were kind of black. But this year was good. I helped like pretty much everybody were geeks. So So all of us are kind of on the same page. Like my boss is an anime fan, and most of my coworkers are anime fans. It's great.
Oh, that works out perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah, we're all kind of on the same page. I'm not the only person with autism at my workplace, which is also really nice. You're a fair chunk, because movie's here, so we got a lot of movie fans, so you have a lot of people who are into like media and so on. So it helps. It's a nice feeling. There we go. Okay. Ours did some
I'm glad you had a good Secret Santa experience this time around. Yeah, those could always be kind of like a mixed grab bag. Like me and the family did like a kind of a digital version of that. And it was
nice.
actually really nice. Yeah. Yeah, Papa Klicky gets very excited about that kind of thing. Like when it comes to like IRL events, like he's not a fan of hosting those. I mean, he's not a very social person to begin with, but setting up online events, like, oh, that's his jam. He loves doing that. It's so cute. Like he gets so excited about it, and he's like being extremely helpful and directing people and troubleshooting, helping people like figure out how to navigate like the website and like directions in case things are unclear. He's like, oh, here, let me help you, this is how you do it. And like he'll type out everything like by hand. He doesn't like copy paste anything. He just manually messages every single person in the event to like give them instructions of like, it's so much extra work, but I'm pretty sure it's like his way of doing what my mom does, which is like very polar opposite. Loves like in-person events, is very much a social person. And so basically that, but without the digital bits and bobs and the very much direct contact with everybody. Yeah, opposites attract, right? So yeah, that actually worked really, really well because everybody lists 3 items that they already want, but of course you don't know who your Secret Santa is, right? So everybody
Right.
gets what they want, but they don't know who they're getting it from.
Interesting.
Which is which is a great premise. I love it. It's great. And so nobody is sad faced, but at the same time, like it's just a bit of good fun. It's a bit of good fun with guaranteed loot drops. Feels good. I love guaranteed loot drops.
Gary, I like that. I like that. Guaranteed loot drops. Yes, that is.
Yeah. It's like no matter what, I'm gonna get one thing that I really want, you know? So I it's a dub regardless. Feels good. Good morning, RK. Welcome. So good to see you. How are you doing, RK? Let's see, sure, chat's still on? Okay, perfect. I just want to check and make sure that was still running. Okay, let's see. But yeah, ooh, what did you get this year, if you don't mind me asking? Or I guess not this year, but last year.
Let's see. For Christmas, let's see.
Yeah.
Well, I got the Half Price thing. I got Artex. I got a nice little bag. Of course, my main Christmas gift was something I got early, which was my new system. I bought that as a early Christmas gift to myself, so that's been paying dividends. And then, let's see. Oh, got my usual calendar. I was calendar as a Christmas present. Then I got my mom some puzzles. Mom really likes puzzles. I also got her a tablet so she can read. Because her eyesight's not the best, so a tablet lets her zoom in so she can actually read the text and stuff. So, so she's already gave her, and I got loaded up a ton of books for her as well. So yeah, she's been looking forward to that for a bit. Let's see. What else did I get? Let's see. Oh, that's right. And I also got some Steam games. That's right. So I got
nice.
Yeah, the Steam Winter Sale was very nice. Very nice sale this year. I feel like I don't know if because I haven't paid as much attention before to Steam sales because I have an assistant capable of running them. But it's, I don't know, it feels like maybe this year we've had a lot deeper discounts on a lot of games than usual. But I don't know, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I picked up a lot of good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Pretty good prices. A lot of good stuff though is only like $2 or $3. So I'm like, hey, don't get that for
nuts.
$50. Yeah.
What
Because
games
for
do you
me, like, since I haven't played a ton of games, like some of the older stuff from like 10, 15 years ago was brand new to me. So I'm like, okay, I'll pick this up. Sure.
Oh, that's the best part is when like everything is, you're just a blank slate and everything is new. So it's all super exciting.
Hey. Oh.
Let's see, sapling. Juice. Juice. Let's see. Nope. Aw. Nothing in the traveling merchant this time. Rip. That's fine.
Aw.
Yeah, at least nothing we could put in community center.
Okay.
That's all good.
Oh, fish pond. Do I have enough for a fish pond yet? We do have a sturgeon in storage, by the way. So we could start getting caviar.
Good question. Oh, okay, sorry. My lights went out. Just had to fix that real quick. Hi, Dree. Welcome. So good to see you, Dree. Welcome. Also, thank you for the hydrate. Oh! Thank you for the pipe. Okay, let me hydrate real quick. Got a little bit of hydrate redeem. Okay, there we go.
So I'm using a sonar bobber.
Oh my gosh. So I have an idea for a hydrate redeem sound that I want to play whenever it's redeemed, and it's Amelia Watson saying, "Drink water, you thirsty bitch." Like, hold on, let me see if I can get the sound for you. Here, I'll play it on stream as well because I think it's hilarious.
Okay. That is funny. Hey, Angie. What? Holy crap. I got one. Oh my god. No. Ah, god damn it.
You can do it, I believe in you.
Those are hard. Oh my god, I see what people mean. Holy crap. Okay, so I finally... So, what I'm doing right now is I'm fishing on level 100 of the mine. Remember how I said, hey, this red water, I bet you there's something in here. Turns out there is. It's something called a lava eel, what I heard. So I'm trying.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to grab it. Apparently, it's very rare. That's why I was only getting trash for, because, yeah, that's actually normally what you get. But, I finally got a bite on it. And, I mean, he got away. Even though I had the barbed hook on, too. And they like, dude, that just did nothing. I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh, alright. Lava eels are tough. Alright. Keep trying.
Yeah, it can be kind of rough. Right here, let me see if it'll play. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this is the one.
Okay.
I don't know if you can hear that gigabytes.
That was great. Yeah, I like that. I assume you were broken up when she retired.
Kind of, sort of. I don't know. I actually get really excited when VTubers graduate specifically from Corpo. I'm like, yeah, let's go, because now at this point, like, I understand the trend that, like, they're not actually like, well, they're just moving on to better things. And so for me, I'm like, let's go. Yeah, especially from like JP Corpo. I always cheer them on because, like, first of all, JP companies do not have the best business ethics, right? So fundamentally, of course, I'm gonna be like, fuck yeah, get out of there, because fundamentally, like, what ends up happening is that they usually move on to doing something infinitely better and just overall having a much more healthy, like, work-life balance. So, and, you know, most of the time, like, they're still doing content. So, like, for me as a viewer, I lose out on nothing. B, I get to see something new, which is super exciting, and C, I get to watch like honestly better content because I feel like a lot of the JP content is like very filtered in a way that's like even though like they're like doing wild out of pocket stuff every so often and making Yaogu cry, right? If they're Hololive, for example. But they can only really do so much.
Yeah.
Which sucks. It also means that they're limited on their collabs. Like they have to collab with each other, right? Like it's like okay, imagine like here, what's a good example? Imagine you join a guild, right? In a video game.
Right?
But you can only play with people in your guild. Like so if you had a friend who was in another guild, or if you met a cool person in like a raid or something, you know, like or like a pickup game, you can't play with them ever again, right? Especially under the guild name. Doesn't that sound like a shitty experience? I think that's a pretty shitty experience. That doesn't sound fun. That doesn't seem fun. Like if you, for example, like let's say you are in a guild and you are streaming that game, and you only like that's all you ever do. Like you can't interact with anyone outside of that bubble. That probably is a very isolated and kind of depressing experience. I would imagine.
Yeah.
Like, oh, like I want to do this content, but I can only do it with my guild members. It's like, you know, like if you like your guild members and you get along with them, and that's great. That's fantastic, right? But, you know, having the option to go out there and be able to, you know, interact with new people, I think is part of what makes like doing that kind of thing fun. So I never really understood that. I think it's only recently that they've like allowed for like collabs between like different companies, and even then it's like very finicky. It's like a lot of the time it's very up in the air. It's like, oh, it's gonna happen, kind of, sort of, maybe, possibly. We'll see. I don't know if someone's having a bad day. Maybe it won't. And by bad day, I mean like like a higher up. Not even not even the actual talent. It's like, oh, the higher ups don't feel like it anymore, so we're not doing it.
Oh.
It just you know, it's like.
Yeah.
So I'm always gonna cheer on indie. Like fuck yeah, either indie or
Yeah.
other companies.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Like, you know,
perhaps
like
a
Phase
retiring
Connects.
company.
Yeah, like Phase
Yeah.
Connect's pretty forgiving about the collab stuff, but they're Canadian, so
Oh yeah.
makes sense. They're a little more chill. But yeah, I'll always remember.
I mean, their CEO is a British bloke who doesn't give a fuck. It's great.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, I'll always remember that Niji Sanji is a black company. Like, oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, no, DJ's
Um,
nightmare
I mean, I
fuel.
didn't know the streamer that they apparently like bullied into near self-termination, but like I remember that they did that. I was like, oh boy, that's bad. Like how messed up do you need to be to have that kind of condition?
Yeah, it's a situation. Also, hi Dominic,
Yeah.
hi Kaiba, how are you doing? Good morning.
Oh, and Henji asks, do I have a tackle on my rod? Yes, yes, yes. I am using a tackle. The thing is, it's just that difficult. So not bad. Like in one day, I got 2 bites from a lava eel, which is actually like, I mean, you get people who go a lot harder on that. Actually, I wonder if the luck of the day improves. Oh, that's right. You know, I should be. What am I doing? I should be like eating a food that increases my fishing chance. I completely forgot. There are things that like give you buffs and stuff. Okay, today's another neutral day, so I don't know. Maybe I should not try for lava eels on neutral days.
Yeah, I'm gonna go fishing probably in the mountains, most likely.
Yeah.
Ooh, I should probably water these. Okay, perfect. But yeah, I cannot wait. Our coffee plants are almost ready. This is going to be great. I'm so excited.
Yay! Awesome, awesome.
Yippee! I have been waiting for this moment. I've been waiting for spring to roll around. It is finally spring, and we can finally get our sweet, sweet plants. Our sweet coffee beans.
Okay, let me put this this stuff away.
Let's see. Oh, I should probably go buy some more parsnips. Do we need the nip nops? Hold on. Yeah, we do. Okay, so we need 5 golden parsnips. How many golden parsnips do we have? Okay, that's
Yeah, I
one.
saw some regular parsnips earlier, like a couple of them. But they were just normal ones, so I don't think that mattered.
Yeah, it's just the golden ones. We need them for bundles. Sorry, excuse me.
Got it.
Okay, so we have 1 so far. Let me go ahead and buy some more parsnips. So we can get that bundle done and out of the way.
Okay.
But yeah, going back to like VTubers and like VTubers like, you know, debuting indie, like Doobie, right? Doobie's 3D model is fucking phenomenal. Is incredibly good. I can't even imagine how much that even cost, right? Because like the design itself is simple enough, right? But that's not what I'm particularly impressed with. What I'm impressed with is like just how like fluid it actually moves. It moves extremely well, yet looking really good, like in like every single aspect. Like there isn't any, like there's hardly any clipping. I'm not seeing any of like the textures warping. Like the mask seems like to work really well. You know, it's like, you know how like sometimes like you see a 3D model and like the most important parts like look good, but then when you look really closely, you can see like or parts of the model like they took shortcuts, you know what I mean? Like maybe like some of them were rushed. You can kind of tell, especially like when you like transition poses, it like you can see it. With Doobies, it just works well. It just works well. I was curious about it because I was like, okay, like how much is a model like that? And I looked it up, and I was just like, okay, let's say we get like the most prominent artists in the scene doing it, right? Like, what are their going rates? And it was it was like 15,000 minimum.
Yeah. I think
Like, oh my
pricey.
god. Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah,
15K minimum for a 3D model.
it is why I've chosen this computer rather than a live 2D, because I'm like,
Yeah.
because I could use a computer for many things. Live 2D is kind of a specialty thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not even live 2D, because that's 2D. Like, I'm talking like 3D models. So, like, they're using, like.
Oh, the high-end 3D models.
Yeah. Yeah, think Zentreo, right? Like, that's a lot. Or like, I guess like, or like one of the VTubers kind of on the up and up, like one in particular that's been on my radar recently is Deme, who I think popped off like for a very brief period of time, just like gained like a really good amount of traction on their 3D model debut. Like it was like everywhere in my feed at one point for like a week. It was crazy. But yeah, I had never heard of that streamer before that point. I'd never seen them in my recommended. I've never seen them like really at all. And like I am like I use Twitch all the time. I'm looking up YouTubers all the time. Like I've never seen them. Like it almost seemed like they came out of nowhere, right?
Interesting.
Yeah, not like industry plant. Probably more of like I was just not familiar with them. To be fair, they're I think they're ID. I think they're in Indonesia VTuber, which also probably explains why I haven't heard of them before. But it's really cool to see them get some recognition because like they're absolutely hilarious. So 11 out of 10. It's good to see how like I'm seeing like more and more VTubers that are like not necessarily on the small side, but not on the ginormous side, like kind of in the mid-range side. And seeing them show up more and more in my feed has been really, really nice. just like on all my socials. It's really good, because I get to kind of see other VTubers that aren't just like just corpo or just like ginormous indies, you know.
Uh-huh.
Because I feel like there's some really good gems in there that, you know, who knows, maybe like be a new favorite of mine to watch instead. Because, like, you know, it's easier for me to be like, oh yeah, certain members of Hololive, or like, oh, certain like members of like Vishojo or something, right? But
Yeah.
like there's so much variety out there, you know. I just don't know
Yes.
about it yet.
True. Yeah. I tend to I tend not to watch bar streamers. I mean, I've got a couple big ones that'll follow. Like I'll tune into Videl now and then, just to see what the progress is on the coding. Because for me, that's like a technical project that he's doing. Versus Pippa, she's probably the biggest one I follow. But most of mine, like I like watching a streamer where the chat is under triple digits, like not even like 60 or 75, but like less than that. So like 30 to 40. And it's a comfy chat size for me, so I'll tend to watch streamers that range. So like I've recently found a group of streamers who are 30 plus, and so I've started kind of branching out to them. And oh wait, what am I doing? I'm dumb. I'm using up my good. There we go. Okay. But starting lots of them, and you know, finding a lot of like smaller streamers and things like that. You know, 200, 300 follow count streamers, and you know, just tuning and saying hi. That's kind of yeah, how I like to do things. So that's the yeah. You kind of check them out, almost like celebrities in some way. Like I just I always feel like if I watch like the big ones, it's like I'll just face this crowd or face this person in the crowd kind of thing. Well, I didn't see the appeal. I'm sure it's like studying the big one, studying the successful one. That's neat.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot to learn from like bigger VTubers. Like one that I would say that I hold on, I feel like oh sorry. I had to sneeze. I couldn't mute in time. But yeah, one VTuber that I really look up to, that was like an inspiration for a lot of the content that I do now, is Yomi Quinley, who she is fantastic. Yeah. She's an absolute gem.
I love her.
I don't know.
Absolutely love her.
Yes. Did you hear that she got picked up by an agency? She got picked up by Sock's agency.
Yeah. I think I saw the announcement on that one. Yeah. So I love
so
Yomi. Like I've interacted with her a little bit. She's very she's very cool. Like she's very approachable. You know, her chat size is larger than what I typically enjoy interacting with, but she pays attention to everyone. So it's, oh hey Digby. But yeah, no, she's awesome. She's and it's also kind of neat too. She's branching out more to like having a safe work and NSFW account there on Blue Sky and Twitter. Like her approach to it is really good. And, yeah, her sense of humor is fantastic.
Yeah.
Plus, of course, I mean, mad science girl with glasses. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, yep, that is 100% for me.
Yeah,
she's like that hits.
Yeah. She popped off this or in 2024. Like, oh my god, went from like 40 CCV all the way up to like 100 plus CCV, and like in addition to that, like got a collab with Takahata. Like, what the like, that's nuts to me. Like, she is making moves, and I'm so proud of her. Holy shit.
Yeah, like Takahata, like Dragon Ball Z Abridged or Team 4 Star Takahata.
Yeah, the very same.
Wow. Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, like if you get a spot in a collab in Takahata's like collab streams, like you're living it up. Like you are well connected, and it shows. Like her content is phenomenal. Of course people would gravitate to her. Like
Yeah.
I absolutely love her content, and like a lot of my like ideas for like redeems and interactions and things like that actually stem from things that I've seen from Yomi's channel early on, because um I've been watching Yomi since her channel was like significantly smaller,
Hmm.
and like the things that she's done, like um the one thing that I learned from Yomi and watching her content is to leverage things that you're already good at. Leverage things that
Hmm.
you're already good at and see how you can connect it to your content. So, like for example, for her background uh, is editing. She's really, really good at visual editing. So
Hmm.
whether it be animations or like not really like animations, but like things that move, maybe not like in the same like oh grandiose way that people think of oh animation, but generally things that move, like gifs and things like that, in addition to just really good like Photoshop editing, things like that, because a lot of the redeems that she uses, they look they look like they're difficult to execute, but are really like when you break them down, are a lot more simple than you think. But they're just executed well, right? Like,
Hmm.
uh, I think one is the potion effect redeem or something like that. You probably if
Oh
you
yeah, yeah.
like you watch her, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that like she has redeems where like you can give her different potions and like it affects her model and the screen and things like that differently. And that's sick. That's such an absolutely amazing idea. Um and is one of those things where it's like it's very spammable. Like for example, like the vine boom sound that happens whenever you use like Klicky Peak. That
Yeah.
was an idea from her as well, because she has a chat command. I forgot what it is. I think it's like sus or something like that. Exclamation point sus. Yeah, there we go. There it is. Welcome back, AV man. Um, where she had that set up where people could do exclamation point sus. So like it would play a vine boom sound every time that um like basically every time that she would say something sus, chat would just spam exclamation point sus. So you would just hear Vine Boom spam, which is very funny every single time. It was brilliant. It was so good. Like I really like how she uses redeems to get chat involved. Like so it's not just like a one-way experience of like the streamer talking to you, and instead it's a two-way experience of like chat interacting, communicating with the streamer, and the streamer communicating back. So it almost becomes like a conversation, right? Um, or no, not even almost. It is a conversation, a conversation that's being had while video games are playing in the background. So like they really encapsulated like the couch gaming experience. I don't know if you've ever heard this comparison. Um, when people pitch like, "Oh, why would you watch someone play video games?" You know what I mean? It's like, what's the point of like
Right, right. The whole point, well, the reason to watch is the interactivity. That's why, like, it's transformative content, essentially. The streamer is
yeah.
intended to transform the thing into, it's not just the game. Oops. Oop,
Mhm.
I lost connection. Alright. But we're also like, we add an extra layer to it that makes it fun. See if I can connect.
Yeah.
The thing the day was
The
done. Okay, there we go.
yeah, the best comparison that I can make was actually, well, not even that I can make, that I've heard, was actually made on a Rooster Teeth podcast by Ray after he had long left and returned for, like a guest appearance on one of the podcasts. Uh which by the way, uh fuck Gavin. All right, Gavin's been a hater of fucking Ray being a streamer since like day one. Like they
Aw.
don't show that off, but it's fucking obvious. Like they fucking hated each other.
Oh man.
But yeah, no. Like Gavin was a piece of shit to Ray. So for the longest time, Rooster Teeth as a whole did not take Ray's move seriously whatsoever. Like, not at all. Like, they thought it was a terrible fucking idea. They in general just didn't understand the point of streaming. They thought it was a terrible move. They thought it was like a fad, right? Keep in mind that this is like early on, right? Because I think the transition from what was it, Justin TV to Twitch was like what, 2013, something like that.
I wouldn't know, but yeah, it sounds right.
Yeah.
That explains that. Actually explains that. Actually explains a lot about how Rooster Teeth missed the boat on that. Then okay.
Yeah, and they jumped on the boat way too late when they like already were like kind of dying.
That explains a lot. Oof, that's a big oof.
And Ray moved like almost immediately. I think it was maybe like the first year or maybe two that like Twitch was a thing. Like Ray saw the potential, jumped on it immediately, capitalized on it, left Rooster Teeth, right? And when he returned back for that podcast as a guest, he described it as like, imagine you're on a couch hanging out with your homie, and you're watching your homie play a game, and you're chatting and you're hanging out, and you're just having a fun time, right? Like the idea is to encapsulate that, but you're doing it online. That's the whole point of streaming, is the way that Ray sees it. And for a while, like he was doing okay, by Twitch standards, he was doing phenomenal, right? But for someone who is like, like already a known content creator, he was doing okay when he switched over to Twitch. But I'm so happy for him. In 2024, started popping the fuck off, was getting really well connected with some other content creators like Nags and Chibidoki and things like that. Like he's collabing with like a bunch of VTubers, which I think is absolutely phenomenal. He's like becoming like another Nags essentially, but his chemistry is so good, right? Because like his entire thing was he had done years of improv with Rooster, or with specifically with the Achievement Hunters. Like that's how most of their content got made, was like just improvising with each other while playing like Minecraft and like stupid games, like random things that like either A, no one's heard of, or B, has been so long dead. And they just hey, we're gonna record a video on this game that nobody plays anymore, and we're gonna make content. So he had lots of experience doing essentially what VTubers already do. So the only difference between him and Chibi is that he shows his face, but the chemistry and the improv and the humor, like it's all there. And so I'm really glad that he's popping off. He's just basically proving to Rooster Teeth that they fucked up, that he was right, and especially Gavin, because like Gavin was like, first of all, this is like the rudest thing ever, right? Imagine like a former coworker.
Oh, I'll probably about to be disconnected. Oh, yep, there we go. All right.
Can you still hear me?
There we go. You're back. Okay. So
Yippee.
you cut out at imagine a former coworker blank.
Yeah. So former coworker, right? You invite them over as a guest for a podcast, right? Like this is going to be like distributed and broadcasted out to like people on like multiple platforms. And it's all in good faith, it's meant to be a fun, good time, so it's gonna be a super exciting thing. And then you have one British asshole chilling in the corner, just like mumbling into the mic, but clear enough that people can pick it up, and it gets added into post. It's not even edited out, it's in post, of him just like constantly shitting on Ray for his choices, for going with streaming, and like basically telling Ray that like that's no way to live. Like basically like talking to him and talking about him choosing to do streaming, like Ray is now beneath him or something like that. It's like, what a piece of shit. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's, oh my goodness.
At least do that shit in private, all right? Like calling him out like that, like, like in a broadcast, that's not cool. And also, shame on the editors for not just like editing that out of post and like having a sit down with Gavin, because that was just uncalled for.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, because because one of the things I remember is that Rooster Teeth did finally like try to do something because they eventually realized that, oh hey, we have like in house we can make 3D bottles, because we make Ruby. So why don't we have Ruby VTubers? Which they finally tried like towards the end, but it was too late. It was way too late.
Yeah,
Like it could have been
it was far too
so
late.
much bigger. Yeah.
They there was a lot of things that like I feel like they just didn't get,
Yeah.
I feel like Rooster Teeth, especially their high ups, weren't really what they once were originally. I think they were very disconnected from content and like what like having an eye for what would and would not do well. They definitely had that investor mentality where it's like investors don't really understand like what the fuck they're investing into other than the numbers and fundamentally like whether or not something would be profitable, but they don't understand the creative part of it. That part is irrelevant to them. It's a numbers game for them and not so much the creative process, which is definitely the feeling I got towards the tail end of Rooster Teeth, which is probably like attributes to the downfall ultimately. And also like allowing yourself to get picked up by Warner Bros. Okay, that's already red flag, right? Like that's like no company, no self-made company in their right mind would have let themselves get bought up by.
Yes. Now, to be fair, I believe what it was in that case was they allowed themselves to get bought by another company, and that's the company I bought. Rooster Teeth themselves didn't sell out. It was their parent company that got bought. But yeah, still, it's like, why'd you sell out to begin with? Why didn't you try to stay independent?
Yeah, well, here's the reason why. They were trying to do too many things. They were trying to create themselves as their own network, but they didn't have like they were nowhere near the size or getting enough capital to really justify that. They were trying to do too many things to make themselves like. So you know how there's rich and there is like looks like rich, right? You know how like you know like you'll hear like some people who are like super like mega successful talk about this. The difference between someone who is like really successful and rich and someone who like is acting like it is that like they're gonna be like the person acting like it is just gonna be flashy. They're gonna buy the expensive things, things like that, for the status, right? And then the super successful person does not give a cinnamon toast fuck about like what you think of them. They're the ones who are like who like dress raggedy as fuck, have like the unimpressive looking car, like have zero care about like who you are or interacting with you, even if like, oh, like I have like 5 million followers on Instagram. Like they do not care. Like that, like they're like tadpoles, right? Tadpoles to them, and they just stay in their lane. They do their own thing. They're not trying to be extravagant or stand out in any way. They're just focused on their own thing, doing whatever, and like they're better off for it. Yeah,
Warren Buffett, great example of that. I mean, by like even after becoming a billionaire, he still drove like his same old car. I think he only upgraded because for security reasons, basically. But yeah, he was not about showing it off. Yeah, it's that difference between like actual wealth and just like I want to be known for it. It's like
Bezos
totally agree.
Yeah, Bezos still drives himself in a shitty car. Let that sink in for a moment. One of the richest men on the fucking planet drives a shitty Toyota and drives himself everywhere. And his reasoning is it still gets me point A to B. And see, there you go. That's the difference, right? Is that like that's what Rooster Teeth was doing. They were just like buying shit and investing into shit that like didn't make sense. Like when you think about it, right? Like once you get like more into like content creation, even on like a smaller scale, and you think about just like how much money you have to invest into things, and normally you run in the red, right? Like a lot of the time, like a lot of content creators, even like people who are partnered, the stuff that they invest in, they know they're running in the red. They're not profiting really, or if they are, it's like very marginal, right? Then you look at Rooster Teeth that literally bought multiple studios, or not studios, but like warehouses effectively, right? Warehouses converted them into studios. They have a whole bunch of like behind the scenes staff to like build all of this. Like they have them all on salary, things like that. And then you look at their numbers that they're pulling, right, on YouTube. And then you think about like the traffic that they're getting to your websites. Like, how are they making money? You know, they're probably not. Or if they are, it's very marginal and it's mostly from sponsors. So it's like all it takes is like a bad year. and it all falls apart. And that's exactly what happened.
Yep.
They got a bad year,
Mhm.
and then it just snowballed out of control, and they dropped the ball. That's just
Yeah.
kind of how it goes.
Yep.
But if they just
Yeah.
decided to, like, you know, keep things a lot more reserved, I think the biggest problem is when they started, like, taking on other groups. They took on other groups and they let those groups keep their IPs, and now they're under their payroll as well, under Rooster Teeth, right? And then guess what? Most, if not all of them, failed within the same, like, 1 to 2 years. And of course, like, that has ripple effects across the board. And so even if the content didn't necessarily drop at the time, their wallets definitely did.
Yep.
Because what happens when you have contracts like that? Usually in those contracts, there are buyouts, right?
Mhm.
So you get an initial lump sum, right, from the buyouts, from like people just like saying, "Hey, I'm out," and they leave, right? But the problem there is the perception of that, right? Guess what happens to public perception? They see it as a really bad thing. Numbers tank. So they got lump
Yep.
sum money, right? But their numbers tank. And guess where they get their money from? The numbers. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's like severance pay to them, right? It's like,
Mm.
hey, like you're getting fired. Awesome. And we're gonna pay you money, but in this case, instead of it going to the creator, it's going to Rooster Teeth, right? It's like, oh, great, fantastic. Bad news is, you're out of a job. But I guess converted to content creation, hey, you have less content now because I'm out, right? So it's still a loss, right? You get some money to buy you some time, but you still have the problem of, hey, less content and also drop numbers because bad
Yep.
thing happened, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's an L.
And on your thing of like being in the red. Oh yeah, I know. Like, I spent money on my pngtubers and art things, and I don't make enough from like ad revenue to cover that. At the same time, it's for fun, and I try to spend within my means. I invested in a computer because it has more uses other than streaming. But like I feel it. I feel it, like how tempting it would be just plunk down a ton of money and like get a 3D model, or get a live 2D model. And I'm like, I shouldn't do that. I really shouldn't do that. Like, I don't, I can't justify that. I need to be responsible. Need to be an adult.
Yeah.
I'll do that kind of stuff maybe later. But you know what? I don't need it now. I could, I haven't done my second year yet. It's okay. It's okay. That kind of thing can always come down the road. And honestly, it's kind of fun for me just how far I've been able to get. You're not just a PNG tuber. That's actually kind of neat. I think people underestimate just how far you can go with just like the most basic of avatars, essentially. I find interesting. Ah, man, had another lava eel bite, and it got away again. Man, I'm gonna get an eel at some point, maybe.
Yeah.
So okay, so I know fish ponds exist, but
Yeah.
how do we get them? Because I went to Robin and she's not selling them. But is it a seasonal thing? The fish ponds?
Fish ponds? No. Fish ponds, you just have to. It's a building. It's technically counted as a structure. So when you talk to Robin, you have to just like rotate through them. I think it's like 5 seaweed, some stones, and then I forgot the other part, and of course some gold. Is the cost for making a fishing pond.
Okay.
I could look it up here real quick. Here, let me camp out by Robin's real quick, and I can tell you exactly what it would cost. Also,
Oh,
hi
she's
Chancraft, sorry
oh,
about
she's
that. Let me catch up with chat real quick here.
sure, yeah.
Chancraft, to kind of explain what we're talking about here. So earlier we were talking about Ray Navarez Jr., who was a former Rooster Teeth employee and also one of the members of the Achievement Hunters, who then became Twitch streamer, who is now popping off, is highly successful, is like having like amazing collabs with a bunch of VTubers, including VTubers such as Chikidoki, as well as other well-connected IRL streamers such as Nags. Has been doing a lot of content with content creators like that. Has been doing really well, and I was just saying, fuck Gavin from Rooster Teeth in particular, but really just Rooster Teeth as a whole, because no one believed in Ray's move to move over to Twitch. They thought that streaming was a terrible idea, that it was no way to live, especially Gavin. Gavin like actively shitted on Ray's choice, even in a Rooster Teeth podcast, which is awful. That, first of all, highly unprofessional. Second of all,
Yeah.
like you should, like, whenever like a business move like that happens, like when someone moves to a different project, you should never ever down talk that person's decision. It's like just in general, ever, and especially not in public. Like what the fuck is wrong with you? like listen, just because you shot some movies with some people, like some kind of hot shit, which by the way, you just did the slow motion, right? Don't act like you're the hottest thing since sliced bread, right? Like like don't. And also, like, talking to someone like they're beneath you is that's just shitty human behavior. Get out of here. Horrible.
Has Gavin ever apologized for it? Or has anyone?
Oh, absolutely.
Has it?
Dude doesn't apologize for shit. Yeah, that dude never apologizes for anything.
Has anyone rubbed it in his face and be like, so you bashed Ray for shitty stuff, and he's since proven you completely wrong. How embarrassed are you?
Honestly, like, dude's presence is like basically dead. Like, yeah, and ever since Rooster Teeth kind of fell apart, like I've never seen that guy in my recommended once, not once. Social media, not once. Like I don't even know. I don't know what that guy's even doing anymore at this point. Like, that's how under the radar he is at this point. Which before, he used to be like all over the place. He used to be like top 100 videos whenever like his videos dropped. Which also leads me to believe that he probably hasn't dropped. Actually, let's look up his channel.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm curious.
That was Rooster Teeth. Okay. Did he do any of the voice acting or anything? Did he do any other characters?
He did. He voiced a side character. Like, do you watch Ruby? Have you seen Ruby?
Yes, I do watch Ruby.
Okay, so do you remember the training matchups that they would do, like the practice sparring? I think it was like in season 4, maybe season 3. And one of the groups or one of the teams was music based.
Right. Yes. The young cat there. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, he plays one of the side characters in that group, I believe. I might be wrong. Someone fact check me on that if I'm wrong. But I know he's voiced some characters.
Does he play the trumpet guy?
No, maybe it's trumpet guy. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But yeah, the inspiration for that was like early on when Monty Ohm was still around. And he wanted to voice something, and Monty wasn't sure until Gavin made like a shrieking sound, like as if he got hit in the balls type thing, right? And it's like, I got it. I know exactly what what role to give you, and it was a side character. But yeah, you could tell because it's a sound he makes all the time. So it's really not even him voice acting; it's just him being himself. That's what the yeah. So slow. Okay, let's see. Slow mo, guys. Let's see.
Yeah, DB says there's worse things to getting folded into Warner Brothers. I don't know. I mean,
if you are an online media like source, no, there's not a whole lot of like at that point, like that's like getting bought up by EA.
yeah.
Or traditional media, maybe. Yeah, traditional media, maybe. You're probably fine. Digital media, no, you're basically EA at that point. And that's kind of how it is. Like when we started like doing research into Warner Bros. And like the companies that sometimes some of them that you've never even heard of, they get bought up. Or like digital media companies that you've never even heard of that get bought up by Warner Bros. Like they're very much like who could I compare it to? They're like J&J, right? They're like Johnson & Johnson. There's some products you think are unrelated to Johnson & Johnson whatsoever, but are very much owned by Johnson & Johnson. And then all of a sudden those products just like disappear from the face of the earth, never to be seen again. That's a lot like how Warner Bros. Operates with digital media companies, especially ones that
Uh,
they see as potentially a threat into areas that they want to expand into.
yeah,
So it's no surprise to me.
yeah,
So
yeah. Makes
they
sense.
so so it looks like, oh yeah, no, Slow Mo guys fell off incredibly hard. So they went from having uh like anywhere between 5 to 10 million views per video to getting videos that are anywhere in the ballpark of between 600K and 2 mil. Um,
Hmm.
and it looks like it's more often than not like 1 million views. So it's really just farming. I'm seeing a lot of like sub 1 million view stuff, which is kind of sad, seeing as how like constantly they were pumping out content and we're getting like millions of views easily on every single video. Now it seems like more often than not it's below
Wow.
the mark. Yeah, like 800K, 800K. Yeah, for a 15 million subscriber account to have
Wow.
videos just constantly be hitting like under a mil, when once upon a time they were getting like 5 mil plus every single time, more likely towards like 10 mil views. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Gavin's channel is effectively dead. I mean, he's
Wow.
still gonna make money from it regardless. Like, it's still a money printer, right? But like
Hmm.
in in terms of actually like keeping an audience, like the audience is left. It's
Yeah.
mostly probably the diehard fans who are still watching his videos, which also probably explains why like he's not showing up in like recommended for like just like YouTube, or like in like YouTube trending or anything like that. That probably
Yeah.
explains it.
Yeah, his appeal is just too limited, basically. Yeah,
Yeah.
because well, if he's constantly a jerk, if he was jerk in front of the camera, very good chance he was a jerk behind the camera. In which case, no one wants to collab with that. I mean, who wants that
Yeah.
around?
Yeah, exactly.
I
Like,
mean, look, there's an exception. I mean, there are people who are jerks in front of the camera, but are very, very nice behind it. It doesn't sound like he had that going. So,
no.
um,
'Cause at the time, like Gavin was Rooster Teeth's golden goose, right? But
hmm,
like when Rooster Teeth doesn't exist, guess what? You're not a golden goose anymore. You're not getting any special treatment. And so
yeah,
it's funny because like I'm sure Gavin had the impression that like, oh, Rooster Teeth needs me. Well, if there's no Rooster Teeth, guess what? Nobody needs you. And of course, then your whole entire like premise just like falls apart, right? So
yep,
um it's no wonder, because like,
yeah.
if you have no one to poke fun at, or if you have no one to talk shit around, like, guess what? You don't have content. And it's one
Mhm.
of those things where it's like, I feel like Gavin and a lot of people had this impression that like, like people like Gavin made Rooster Teeth. No, 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 no. Rooster Teeth made Gavin. Rooster Teeth was popping off long before Gavin was even a thing. Gavin was a pickup for the cast. Like, they would have done just fine with or without Gavin. And I think Gavin really let that get to his head. There's just like a
Uh-huh.
lot of weird stuff happening, especially like in the 2010s. There's like a lot of weird stuff happening, like during that time, that's just like, I feel like just didn't make sense. And then there was like the high turnover rate with like people they tried to like hire on to Achievement Hunter. It was just a mess. Um, I think a lot of those content creators ended up moving on to do like other things. I think it was mainly when they tried to transition over to streaming stuff, which was way too late. Um, I don't even remember where they were streaming to. I think they were trying to stream on their site, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it was even to like YouTube or to I forgot what their model was. I think it was to their site, and then they would do YouTube uploads. I think they were like trying to like make their own streaming thing, but like monopolize it onto their platforms, which
Ah.
like is
Oh,
it
right.
is a
Yeah, yeah, I
terror
remember that.
is it
Yeah, they had
yeah, which is a
the
terrible idea, by
subscription
the way.
service. Yeah, they had a
Yeah,
subscription service for Ruby, so you could only really watch it through them. They took it off of YouTube. Ruby used to
yeah,
be on YouTube, and they removed it. I was like, why did you do that? You
yeah.
wiped out tons of views.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was a terrible idea. They just wanted more money, right? They wanted more traffic to their sites and wanted
Mm-hmm.
to basically skim more money, which is like the same model that Twitch has, but worse, right? Because they're not nearly as big as Twitch,
Yeah.
obviously enough. Um, but on top of that, like I think in general, they just had the wrong idea about how to maintain their audience and also like be profitable. I think they were doing really
Yeah.
dumb ideas out of desperation because they realized they spread themselves too thin. They roam themselves essentially. They expanded too far. They weren't able to sustain what they were doing, and as a result, so long as like several factors didn't work out well in their favor, um, they were gonna lose. They were gonna lose profit. Um,
Yep.
yeah, as you expand, the
Uh,
problems get exponentially more complicated.
yep. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
here's the craziest
I
part.
was trying. Oh yeah. Go.
They started off in a little tiny office, just like what was it, 5 dudes in a tiny office above like what was it, like a bar or some shit. Um, they honestly could have kept doing that for decades if they wanted to. They could have kept their costs insanely low, but no, they flew too close to the sun. They wanted to be the hotshots, and as a result, they got to have hotshot experiences. And guess what? It's not all sunshine and roses. You could see it. You could see it in the original guys' faces. Who they're nothing more than overglorified office workers. When you look at like the early 2010s, they look miserable. They're in their little tiny
Uh,
offices. They look absolutely miserable. They're back to where the basically the place they were trying to avoid, right? The whole point of their journey as Rooster Teeth was to get away from that. All just to lead up to them being in the same exact spot. But the only difference now is that they're just in the shell of what was a former glory company. Which is kind of ironic when you think about
uh,
it. Um, and they didn't have to do that because newsflash, content creation doesn't require any of those extra fancy bits and bobs. And if you do get the extra fancy bits and bobs, then you better hope that you're making millions of dollars per video or like per project or something like that. Because if you're not, then then you're not profiting. Because it's like studios, especially like even though like it's in what was it in Austin, Texas, right?
yeah.
Even though it's going to be significantly cheaper than like if you were to be like like I don't know, in LA or something like that, right? um it's still a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
um
Yeah. Austin is not cheap. It's well. Austin is well known for having almost California prices here in Texas.
yeah,
So
now they do, now they do.
yeah, because Californians moved out here. Go away.
Yeah,
We don't like you.
damn. um but yeah, it they they ex- uh it's funny because like I've watched Rooster Teeth for so long especially the podcast. You can hear the evolution because they talk about it all the time. You could hear the evolution of like Austin becoming like, you know, not necessarily a smaller town or smaller city, but like a decently sized city to like the ridiculous like expanded like powerhouse that it is now in terms of like size, scale, and cost. Because like early on they talk about it and like they're like, oh, it's so great, everything is like close by, and like everything, like it's so chilled, all this, and all the way to like everything is so expensive, it's fucking ginormous, there's like tons of construction happening everywhere, there's like all these like new buildings popped up. Like you hear the transformation of Austin through these podcasts, which I think is really fascinating. And it's crazy to think about because it's like what, a 2 decade time span in 20 years. The difference between Austin 20 years ago versus Austin now is like night and day.
Oof.
Um,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Huge. Not for the better.
yeah,
Either.
yeah,
Yeah. Austin. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I can't. I don't want to get too much into politics, but the like a lot of the a lot of crime has the spike there. Have a
mhm,
lot of the taxes and things like that. Yeah, a lot of stuff has not gone well. And unfortunately, it's
yeah.
looking like it's going to get worse or it gets better. It's really a shame.
No, yeah. Would have loved to move to Austin once upon a time, but not anymore. Cost of living,
Uh,
like I would love to still do it if like the cost of living wasn't as high, but
Yeah, cost of living is real kill. Now, the surrounding area around Austin still have a decent reputation. I can confirm that. Um, the main issue is you gotta get out there before Samsung, Tesla, and Apple and other companies do. Like Tesla decided to go out. Tesla built a plant, not in Austin, but kind of outside. That shot up prices. Samsung has decided to open a plant a little bit away, and so that shot up property prices there. So the surrounding area is getting increased property value as well. I mean, it's good for the residents, sort of. I mean, except property taxes suck, but your property values accrue, which is nice. But yeah, if you didn't buy it before that happened, you're kind of out of luck.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh no, I realized the ads. No, I'm sorry. Apologies, Gigabytes. I was so engrossed into like the conversation. I totally missed the ads part. Apologies, Gigabytes. Yeah, I was not paying attention to the ad timer whatsoever. I'm sorry. That was my bad. Like yeah, I was like I used to be such a really big like Rooster Teeth fan. Oh my god, the coffee beans. They grew.
Hooray.
Yoink. Yay! Yippee! Okay.
All right.
It's time to expand the coffee farm.
All right.
Okay. Let's see. What do I need to do? What do I need to do? I need to make more scarecrow. Many of them.
Scarecrows have an effective range, basically.
Yep. Yeah, they scare off the crows up to like 8 tile radius, I think.
Got it.
Is the
okay.
Yeah, is the range. But yeah, I was like a massive like Rooster Teeth fan, right? So like I'm not even talking about like Rooster Teeth like as a hater. Like I wanted them to succeed. I still wish they succeeded. I'm still heartbroken that like they're no longer around.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I like them
it just kind of sucks.
I met several people who worked there. They were good people, and it sucks that they're out of a job. Thing.
Yeah.
There were some good folks who worked there. I met several of the voice actors at conventions and stuff. Because I used to work conventions. I never worked RTX, but I did used to work some other conventions in the area. So we would have them as guests. And, nice folks. But yeah, some of the higher ups not so great. I mean, the big thing where I know like trouble started is the way they treated Monty Moon's widow was absolutely horrifying. Like a lot of us in the con scene were like, "What are you doing? This is Monty Moon's widow. You should be treating her basically as royalty. Like, what the hell is wrong with you?" And Miles Luna also, he has done and said some creepy stuff. So we were not too big on Miles Luna, which unfortunately did reduce the movie popularity. Sadly, not much you can do there.
Yeah.
Where am I going? But yeah, no, I want Rooster Teeth to succeed. It looked like, because I mean, Red vs. Blue came out while I was in college, so for me it was like, oh man, our college days. Having friends recommend things. I know Ruby came out while I was doing like local gaming, and I had like friends go up who says, "Oh, hey, Dom, you should check this out," and showing me like the Red trailer. I was like, "Oh, that was cool." I mean, I didn't start watching till like season 3, but like I caught up on it quick. And it was cool, and then they like, "Oh, Ryan's to Riches story," and then they just pissed it all away. I'm like, "Oh, guys, what are you doing? Oh."
Yeah, they fumbled pretty hard.
Yeah. No one to blame but themselves. But a good lesson. It's definitely something that should be studied. I would say.
Yeah. They definitely are like a really good case study for like rags to riches. Like, what does it look like when you were like, I don't even want to say industry plant, but when you don't have any outside factor help and you become a success, like what does that look like, and what are like some of the things to look out for, but also some of the positives that come along with it, right? Because it's not like it was like all downside. It wasn't like all doom and gloom. There were like a lot of upsides, like a lot. There's a good reason why people like are still like really big fans of them and still like very downtrodden about the lost of Rooster Teeth today, right? But there are a lot of downfalls that I think a lot of people can learn, especially people who are smaller content creators, because like that's where they started, right? And you can tell when someone is just like like a rags to riches story content creation wise, because they're a lot more raw, if that makes sense, right? Like they had no chill, especially when you listen to like the Rooster Teeth podcast, like those guys had zero chill. They didn't give a fuck. But that's also the reason why their content was so good, is because they didn't give a fuck. And so just interesting to see. Yeah. Honestly, when they started expanding more and more, when they got like the second like warehouse for studio stuff, that's when I was like, oh, I don't know about all this, because like it almost seemed like it was a little bit cheesy. Is that the best way for me to put it? It felt cheesy.
Cheesy, excessive.
Yeah, excessive and cheesy is how it felt. Also, like the way that like Bernie Burns was like using his assistant for content. Like, your assistant is your assistant. Like, what are we doing here? This is just strange.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you remember her. I can't remember her name off the top of my head now, but yeah, for a while, like they had this whole like series of like having his assistant try like all sorts of skills and things like that, like, which sounds cool, right? But like it almost seemed like kind of fetishy. It was weird. It was strange.
I see.
Yeah, it's like, hey, like hotshot, rags to riches guy has pretty assistant and is now like flaunting assistant around, is showing up in a bunch of the podcasts, and then now is having their own content series. Seems kind of suspicious and weird, no? Like.
Oh yeah. Okay. Now, when you put it that way, it's like, yeah, rich guy putting his hot secretary on display. Yeah. Yeah. That does sound a little fetishy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
I wonder why the series just like dropped off the face of the earth, but I could probably put two and two together.
Yeah, I'm sure there was probably an NDA involved on that.
Yeah.
If I wanted to do, yeah, there was some of the rumors that were coming out of the office, which is again unfortunate. Again, Miles Luna does not have a great rep in the con scene as a guest because of some of his behavior. But that's one thing, like, working conventions, you learn, like, who are the creeps? So, like,
you learn the tea.
Yeah, yeah. So, like, for example, Chris Sabat, not good. Not good at all. Yeah, we had, there are several guests for whom, like, in the early days of cons, like, 90s, you didn't have nearly as many rules as did later on. So there were certain guests who caused rules to be written. One of those, the most infamous one being, no fraternizing between guests and convention goers. Basically banning guests from like treating convention goers like a harem. There are a few voice actors specifically who caused that. And unfortunately, let's see. I think it's one of the Transformer ones. I think the who was like rocking long hair, like he was kind of infamous for it. Now there are a few who had a stellar reputation. For example, Vic Mignogna had an absolute stellar reputation. The only bad thing that was ever said about Vic Mignogna is he loved his fans. He absolutely loved his fans. To the point where, like, if there was a chance to hang out with the fans, like in a hallway or something, he would throw like spontaneous fan gatherings in the halls, just to spend more time with them. Which which great for fans, terrible for convention traffic, because he was so popular, Edward Elric, that he could cause traffic issues, and so convention staff had to be like, "Oh, dude, we need you to stop, please." But the convention would look like the bad guy for asking him to stop. But the dude was amazing. He also did later on when he got more on the religious side, he would also do Bible meetups and stuff like that at cons. That made some folks uncomfortable, but that relatively minor. The dude was always had a strong weapon, brought a ton of money. Now Chris Sabat, on the other hand, ooh, yeah, we keep him away from the female guests as much as we can.
I see.
Yeah, Chris Sabat is even known in the industry for being touchy-feely with some of the female talent. He's driven away.
Gross.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but he's the Cheetah, so what are you gonna do about it? He owns his own studio, he uses the casting couch, he's basically untouchable. There's nothing you can do about him. That was unfortunate. But then again, well, on the positive side, Crispin Freeman, Stephen Bloom, nothing bad about them. Kevin Sorbo. Kevin Sorbo, amazing guy. Just absolute, wonderful guest, wonderful to work with. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. He's a fan who became an actor, and he still remembers that he's a fan. Great dude. Hercules. Sorry, Kevin Sorbo is the guy who played Hercules way back in the day. I forget sometimes, but everyone knows the names here. So Steve Blue, more verses, yay. So Steve Blue was Cowboy Bebop, now Spike Spiegel, and Krista Freeman is Alucard from Hellsing. There you go. Those are the common roles people know him for. Sorry, I forget sometimes. Not everyone knows these identities. But it's interesting how things work out. Let's see. I'm trying to think. It's the lady who voices Velvet from Ruby. She's really nice.
Yeah.
Got to meet her. Also, Tabitha St. Germain. She voiced Rarity from My Little Pony. Great. I mean, she got sick with the flu. But she showed up to the convention anyway, wearing a mask and stuff. She didn't want to get other people sick, but she fought through the illness just to be with the fans because she knew how much it mattered to the people there. Tabitha St. Germain's great individual. She was cool. Let's see. Oh man. Going back. So, yeah. I'm just let's see. I'm trying to think if there were any others. Oh, Johnny Young Bosch. Johnny Young Bosch, another awesome guy. The Tommy from Power Rangers. He was great. He unfortunately, he took his own life a few years back, sadly. But he was a great guy. And he was also very, very good with conventions. Most of the Power Ranger cast are pretty good. Let's see. I'm trying to. I don't think any I don't think we have any bad history there. One guy who's surprisingly not fun to work with is Bruce Campbell. As awesome as Bruce Campbell is, he's got a bit of an ego, and it does lead to some issues. Yeah, definitely he does not like to be told no. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
No, I better get to that.
9, 4, 6.
Took a little too long to make up my mind what to put in the thing. Better get to that. There we go. Poof. Oh, hey, Faye.
Oh. Hi, Faye.
Okay. Yeah, all good. You got to bed. Slowly building it up. Yeah, so we got coffee. So we've increased the coffee. We still need to get the fish farm. Let's see. I've abandoned my pursuit of the eel for now. Trying to think what else we were trying to do. I mean, we could add a coop, but I saw that available. But sorry.
Faye, if we couldn't avoid the politics, especially talking about political affiliations, that'd be great. Please and thank you.
Oh yeah. Please, yeah. No politics, please.
But yeah, sorry, you were saying?
Yeah, I actually don't know the politics of any of any of these people, and that's fine. But they're all, we grade them not by politics, but whether they're cool to work with or not cool to work with. Basically.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. But you also get to meet some cool people too when you work conventions. Like I got to meet Stanley.
Oh yeah, I bet.
From way back when. One of the cool experiences I remember. Oh, the Egg Festival tomorrow. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, we did that before. Okay. Yeah. So they're having the egg hunt again. But so one of the cool experiences is at one convention they had the cast for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't know if you remember that TV show.
Oh, that's sick. That's so cool.
Yeah. But we also had Stan Lee. And so while the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. cast were having their big panel thing, our guest director brought Stan Lee to the panel. And so you've got, Ming Na. I mean, she's a pretty big name. I mean, she's not a small actress, but you have that entire cast standing up as Stan Lee comes in and treating him like a god. Because all of them are comic book fans, and all of them are like, "Oh my God, you're Stan Lee!" And so these Hollywood types are just instantly treating him as "Oh, you are so much more important than us." It was great to see. The guy who plays Phil, he's a standout dude. The Phil Coulson actor, he's a big comic book nerd. He was tripping out.
Hey Dom, sorry to interrupt you. Faye, we're not talking about this.
Faye, please stop. Please, okay, Faye, please stop, okay? One sec. Wait, how do let's see. Okay. Okay. Around. How do I? Sorry, Okay. Like that. What? So I have to go all the way over here. Okay. Hell. Right. Wait. How do I? Okay. How do I? Wait, how do... bloody hell. Okay. I'm trying to delete the message, but I can't figure out how.
If you just go into the... What you might have to do is you might have to just clear chat.
Alright, let's try that. Oh, there it is.
Let's see, 1, 2...
So I don't have to do those sorts of things very often.
3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I need 6 scarecrows.
How's they're prevented by better TTV? Wait, what? Oh, that's weird. Oh, okay, so it told me that apparently my chat clear was prevented. Maybe that was on your end?
Maybe.
Oh, okay, no, someone got it. Okay, someone got it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
wait.
maybe
AP
Man
Man could do
up.
that? That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, if you have shared chat, moderators in one chat to moderate the other one.
Oh, got you.
I'm not
AP Man.
great at... Thanks, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Wait, why isn't it... But normally... Okay, so normally I could just do that on my end, because why is... Okay, why am I having such difficulty figuring out... figuring this out? I feel dumb. I know. Oh, whatever. I can't. Anyway. I costed way too much time. Anyway.
There you go. All right, I made a massive grid of scarecrows.
Sweet.
Our crops
Oh
will never
yeah,
be
we were
taken
out of
ever
iron
again.
entirely. Jeez. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm trying to smelt some more right now.
Let's see.
There we go.
All right.
But yeah, as you're saying.
Yeah. What was I saying? Sorry, I got completely interrupted and I've lost my entire train of thought.
It's all good. You were talking
I think-
about
oh, yeah,
conventions,
yeah.
convention goers,
Oh yeah, the guy.
guests.
The guy who plays Phil, Agent Phil, he's a complete comic book nerd. So like when Stan Lee came back, he was like, he was just flipping. Like you could see it live on there. Like he was just like, oh my god, like he reverted back to being a kid. It was so fascinating. The effect of Stan Lee on like relatively famous grown adults was really fascinating to watch. It's a shame we lost him. One of the other wild comic book figures I wish I could have met was Steve Ditko. Ditko was like, because Ditko is, functionally speaking, he created not Superman, Spider-Man. Spider-Man was essentially a Steve Ditko career. Like, Stan Lee gets the credit for the name, like the name, but the design, great power comes great responsibility. A ton of the supporting cast, that was all Steve Ditko. He's the one who did a lot of the world building and the fleshing out of the character. The costume design was Steve Ditko, not Stan Lee. That's Lee first he went to Jack Kirby, and Kirby had like some ideas and stuff, but Ditko's idea won out. So that's how we have the Spider-Man of today. But I never got a chance to meet him, which was a shame. I found out because I was in New York City while Ditko was alive. And I found out later, after Ditko had already passed, that Ditko had an open door policy on his studio. Like anyone could just go to his studio in New York City, knock on the door, and he would talk to you. And I didn't know that. And it's like, I could have just walked up to the guy and said how much I appreciate him, and I major missed opportunity. I'm like, damn.
Having an open door policy at that scale is crazy.
Yeah, well, the dude, I mean, while he communicated with fans, by all accounts, he didn't actually get inundated and stuff. That's why he could do that. Didn't really get overwhelmed. Despite as central and as he was, he didn't really get a whole lot of folks. Which was unfortunate to a degree. But, no, like, he was really cool. He communicated with the fans a lot. Like, if you wrote to him, he would write back. He was really, he was neat like that.
That's so cool.
Well, him and Stanley had a major falling out, too. And hey, Vegas Fluffy guy. Thank you for the earlier follow. Glad to see you around. I think, let's see, you're from Harleen, if I remember right. I think we met through Harleen, who was a cutie, as everyone knows. Let's see, okay, we have sardine, anchovy. Okay, so I've got, so we got plenty of iridium chubs. Okay, yeah, we have plenty of iridium chubs. Okay, so we got another. Okay, so I'm trying to have like maybe 2 of each fish. So for the pond, I know that I believe they could breed with just 1, but yeah, starting with 2 is not a bad idea. Gets a little bit of a head start. And we got plenty of the shad. Okay, we got plenty of chubs. Yeah, all right, I'm gonna sell the rest here. I'm trying to do better to get our stocks of fish up. There we go. While still selling enough.
I'm trying to expand the farm right now.
Awesome.
Kind of. Well, I say kind of. There's like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Never mind. There's 45 sprinklers out here. There's a lot. We're about to have a lot of crops this year. Oh, it's gonna be so exciting here. Wait, what's my farming at actually? Ooh, level 7. Okay, decent. Yeah, this is gonna be so good. Imagine a whole field of coffee. That's the goal. That's the dream.
Yes, a field of coffee. Sounds good. let's see. I
where-
suppose at some point we need to get a kitchen because I believe we can't make
Yeah.
recipes until we get the kitchen correct. So like
Correct.
yeah, because I did see at
I
the
forgot what the
bar.
cost is.
Yeah, at the bar there's a triple espresso. So and I think that's I forgot what goes into it, but I know you can make a triple espresso, which sounds amazing.
Oh,
I
that
usually
sounds
stop
so
at a
good right
double,
now.
but yeah. Oh man. Alright, so I got that, I got all of those, so I put these away. Let's see. Okay.
Wait, where's... Oh man, I'm gonna have to wait on this gold. This is gonna take a hot minute to smelt. Well, hold on.
Yeah.
Are we all out of gold as well? Did I use it all? Oh, almost.
Monster
Yeah, just
coffee,
about to use it all.
Yeah, I've actually, so the only type of energy drink that I've had is actually, Monster Java. Monster Java is, that's it for me. But, I do like it. I will say, drink Monster Java, it's not bad. It's not bad. It probably had a ton of sugar in it, so not great for me. I tend to prefer black coffee because it has less sugar in it. No, it's not sweet. It's also why I avoid energy drinks with way too much sugar. Oh my god. Like, oh,
But it's so good though.
I've heard, but I'm just, yeah. I don't know. The sugar messes me up too. Like, if I have too much sugar, like candies, things like that, my body reacts badly. I start getting really like spiky and irritable. Coffee does not. Coffee doesn't make me irritable. Coffee, yeah, like just straight caffeine, I'm good. It actually makes me better off anyways. But yeah. Sugar, not so great. Oh, hey, Missy. Wow, I haven't seen you around a bit. Hey, hi. Sorry. Oh, wait, you said hey before. Oh my god, I completely missed it. Hi, sorry, Missy. My bad. I need the Red Bull. Keep me functional. I fear for my liver. Yeah, well, actually, it's when you drink energy drinks, it's not your liver. That's a dangerous kidneys. That's because the concentration of stuff in there. Oops! Oh no, lost connection.
Oh no.
That's fine.
It's okay. It starts the end of the day. You want me to save and then...
Hold on. Yeah. If you wanna close out the day, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like
we'll get in trouble.
midnight.
Yeah.
Cookie.
Red Bull is so bad. Yes. I think Monsters. I don't know which is worse, Monster or Red Bull. You're more the connoisseur than I
They're
am.
both pretty bad.
Okay. I wonder what's the worst energy drink. I wonder. Like, what's the nightmare?
It's probably... what was it called? It was like in a can that looked like a battery. Like the whole theme was that it's a battery. I think it was Volt or something like that.
Oh boy, yeah, I think I've heard of that one. Yeah. I know there's been energy drinks that have been banned. I'm not sure if it's because they're too extreme or because like they're bad. Here for that 5 hour, Four Loko is worse. Oh, okay, Four Loko, yes. I remember the controversy around Four Loko. Yes.
Are we even gonna count that one? Isn't that the one that has alcohol in it?
I don't know. Did it? I know that had something bad in there. It could have been booze, yeah. Alright, did you end the day already?
Not yet. I'm gonna end it right now.
Okay. Just checking. I didn't want to connect too early. Because I'll be outside the farm, and that would be bad. Yeah, for that 5 hour... Wait, hold on. Is 5 hour energy bad?
5 hour energy? Well, I mean, I know it tastes bad.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I've had it. Yeah, 5 hour energy is intense. Like, I use that one as my emergency backup. Like, if I have to, like, I've had some times where I've had to do a long drive. Like, I've had to leave, but I had a really bad sleep and coffee just wasn't doing anything. Those, I will bust out a 5 hour energy, because that will give me about 4 hours of being awake, period. But,
okay.
Once that 4 hours is up, I'm dead, so I have to time it. malt alcohol with an energy, literally causing her. Oh, okay. All right. That's wow.
Yeah,
Four Loco.
that's not great.
Yeah. We're so powerful we kill you. Wait, what? No, we don't. Like, so it should have told the makers, it's like, hey, you want to leave your customers alive. Yeah, that customers don't, that customers don't buy your product anymore. Yeah, basic marketing.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking when they did that. Like, the craziest part is that, like, that had to get approved, right? Like,
okay, another round of coffee. All right.
nice.
Yeah.
Like, that had to get like FDA approved, and like it's crazy that like no one was like, huh, combining alcohol with an energy drink. That's a great idea. Like
Yeah.
Has anyone here heard about like an Irish spiked coffee? No, just me. All right, crazy. All right, I guess they're putting it on the shelves. That's what I was thinking. I was like, there's no way. I just stayed far away from that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, combine energy drink plus caffeine. That's just, oh my god, that sounds terrible. That is terrible.
Yeah. I was not smart on their end, but hey, I mean, like, that's their money, right? But at the cost of other people's expense. So bad product. Yeah, that was like, I think hit the shelves as quickly as they left the shelves, right? Like, I don't think that product was around for very long, but long enough that everybody knew about it. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But not for good reason.
Yeah, I think people make their own too these days. Like, aren't there like alcohol mixes that involve mixing energy drinks and booze? And I'm like, yeah, no, why would you want to have the reduced inhibition of alcohol and tons of energy to do crazy, stupid stuff? Well, okay, maybe that's the point. I don't know. It just seems like it's like, it's a way to end up on an episode of Jackass, basically. but without the actual safety precautions.
I don't know what the benefit is. I don't know. Ask, like, I don't know, 90s college English teachers. Maybe they would know. Maybe they would know better than I. There has to be something to it. There has to be a reason it's a stereotype.
They cater to the I hate my internal organ demo. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
I guess is that a market? I guess there is. I guess it is, right? Like, if galaxy gas exists, like, that has to be a market.
Yeah. Yeah, screw my internal organs in particular.
Let's see. What do I need here? I should plant these coffee beans, probably. Oh, that's right. I need to go get more parsnips as well. I'll do that eventually. Okay, I need to water and... Oh, no. This is the part where having the upgraded watering can and hoe would have been a great addition. This is gonna take a hot minute.
It's sitting pretty for too long. I need to take it down a page. Yeah, basically. Like, I do not hate myself. So I try to be kind to my body. And so far it's working out.
Yeah.
Benefit of being Asian is I do have your stereotypical slow aging. That Asians have, and one of the keys to maintaining that is don't deliberately put poison in your system. Not that we're immune to the effects of bad stuff. It's just so long as we stay healthy, we're good. So yeah, I try to be careful around that. Let's see. So yeah, like overindulging, like if I wanted to age myself up, yeah, getting heavy into booze or drugs would definitely do it. So, or smoking. God, I'll stay away from those.
all at the same time.
Yeah. Of course, then say that, but then you got people like George Burns, who like he made it into the 90s, and he smoked cigars and drank booze like every day, but just like immune to all of that. It's like, no, I'm just gonna.
he built up immunity like it was an MMO. Just has permanent poison resistance.
Exactly, yeah. He leveled up his poison resistance. Those people astound me. Because I'm actually more, I'm actually, wait, hold up, you could put seeds in the furnace? Hold on.
Wait,
what happens? I mean, alright, yeah, let me experiment with this. I'm gonna grab a piece of coal, hold on. Yeah, that was my reaction, because I was holding the seeds while I was grabbing the gold, and then I like misclicked, and it was like, oh no, you need a coal in order to be able to put this in here. It's like, wait, I can put that in there? Hold on. Actually, where's our coal?
I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't even know that was like something that happened.
Yeah, me neither.
Huh.
But do you have the coal?
Oh yeah, I do have the coal here. Hold on, sorry, let me hand it over to you.
Yeah, no worries.
Here you go.
Oh, no, I want to experiment. I'm like, alright. Okay. No, apparently not. Apparently not. Okay. I guess it was just telling me that because I guess it was telling me that because I didn't have any coal on me. But
oh.
After?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what does it make? Like a bar of seeds?
That would be interesting. Oh, that's right. So, Stardew Valley mods. Oh my god, like, I've been looking some up, and some of them get crazy. Like there is a Stardew Valley mod where you get a magic wand that converts people into objects, but specifically like food objects. So like if you zap them, they go into your inventory, and then you can like. Yeah, and then they're treated as food, so you can, like, for example, you put them in the seed maker, and so you can get, like, Harvey seeds, or Sebastian seeds, and you can plant them, and they'll grow.
Harvey seeds.
Yeah, and they'll grow into, like, these horrific Cronenberg, kind of shapes, and then you can harvest them, and, like, you can place them as, like, objects around your house, so they'll just sit there like a statue. You can eat them, and they'll give, like, a ton of energy. You can also process them, like in, like turn into wine or jams. So after you harvest them, and you can also gift them to each other. So if you grow like multiple Abigails, you can gift an Abigail to herself. In which case, you know, she will give the usual like, oh, I'm gonna eat this now. It's like, Abigail, you're eating yourself. Oh God.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the mod also makes clear, it makes clear that when they're in that form, they are conscious and aware too. So like, so as you like put him in the seed maker, they scream, it's like no, or like if you put him in the jar, it's like no, please don't, or yeah.
That's fucked. Yo, whoever made that mod had some issues.
Agreed. Yeah, the YouTuber I was watching on that was like, oh my god, why is this? It's
yeah. That's disturbing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So someone had to spend like a lot of man hours to make that, and at no point did they question, should I be making this?
Yeah.
They just.
If I had to guess, it was probably like a Halloween thing, or like, you know, oh, let's do something horrific that no one thought of. Like, let's make this creatively horrific. But of course, you do have like more normal ones. Like, there's a mod that gives Robin a divorce. There's a mod that gives Caroline a divorce.
Let's go.
Yeah. I think the Robin divorce one, she just starts out divorced. So she's a bachelorette, and she's like, well, the game start, they're already broken up. I think the Caroline one, though, is you have to cause the divorce through your interactions with her. Because she basically comes to realize that... Yeah, she basically realizes that you're better than Pierre, and she leaves him for you.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Um,
Listen, fuck Pierre. All my homies hate Pierre.
yeah. Let's see. Okay, got all that. Let me deposit these things. Now I'm trying to think. I think there's something we're forgetting. Like, so we're doing good on the coffee part.
Yeah,
We've
that's what
got
I'm
the
thinking about right
sturgeon.
now.
Yeah, we've got this. We've got the sturgeon for the fish pond. But there was something else. I can't remember what it was. I know we're forgetting something, and I'm like, it's been a while, so my brain has unfortunately gone like poof on me.
Yeah.
Man, what else was there? Trying to think. I know I think the trout is the trout tournament spring or summer. Do you remember?
Trout, I think it's summer. I think it's summer.
Okay, I should be able to do really well on that one. I know, but last time I used the training rod to tease it. This time I won't have to do that. I should be able to.
You have evolved since then.
Yeah, that's right. I got the level 10 on fishing skill, by the way. So now and I went with the mariner. So now the crab traps will no longer use trash.
Oh, nice.
Oh, actually, I just realized that means I could probably move the crab traps to like right here. In our pond. Since they're guaranteed to not make trash, I can now just harvest locally. I don't have to go all the way into town.
Locally sourced crustaceans.
Yeah. Oh, Linus and the sashimi. That's right. There's that.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, we're already 11. We're at 11,000 gold already. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we're moving. We're chilling.
Man. Oh, I made a couple attempts at a lava yield, but oh man, that is about as hard as everyone says it was. But yeah, no, it's funny too. I have not played a ton of Minecraft lately, or actually I haven't played any Minecraft at all since like November. And it said like just lately I've just felt more like consuming Stardew content, so that's what I've been doing. Like, mainly like just modded stuff that way. I don't, because I haven't spoiled myself with like the story too much.
Oh, okay.
Because like, you know, mods don't spoil anything generally because it's modded, so it's not real. But like, there's a mod where you can cover your entire farm in meteorites, for example. That one was one was funny. Yeah. Okay. I'll do one more here. Let's see. Oh, that's right. Yeah, there's that's right. I need to check. There's probably a log over yonder, but I think I can chop now. That's right. That's right.
Oh yeah, leading to the forest out west.
Yeah. That's right. I remember discovering it, and I couldn't chop it at the time. And I just remember, it's like, wait, there's a log over there.
Yeah.
And I need to get some hardwood anyway. So okay, that's right.
Yeah.
It's 1
a.m. by the way.
Yep, I'm already heading back.
Yeah, big stretch.
Oh, I like the way you got these fields arranged. That's really good.
Thank you. Yeah, I realized that like the arrangement that I did before was like very ugly. It's like, okay, it's time to clean this up and make this a little bit more presentable. So that's what I'm kind of doing now. It's like doing a little bit of like RTX on, so to speak.
RTX on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, have you been following CES at all?
Wait, do I follow what?
CES, the Consumer Electronics Show. Like AMD, NVIDIA. Oh yeah. So AMD unveiled the 9950 X3D, which is going to be their top end CPU. I have been thinking about upgrading because I've got a 7950 X3D. I've been thinking about upgrading. I'm going to pass. It's not as big as I was hoping it would be. That's what I was hoping for, because now they've changed the design, so now the memory is on the bottom, the V cache is on the bottom, so it doesn't overheat anymore. I've been hoping they would put the V cache on both dies. They did. They stuck with the single die has V cache, the other eye doesn't. So the performance gains, it runs faster than my CPU. And it has fewer heating issues, but you don't get as big a memory or performance boost to justify it, so I'm just gonna stick with what is. But it's nice, maybe the 1090 50x3D will have double core V cache. That would be nice. I'll upgrade to that. But the NVIDIA has unveiled their 50 series for GPUs.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting. Okay.
Yeah. Apparently 5090, 30% increase over the 4090 on some metrics. Which is, the 4090 was a beast. So, apparently the 5090 is even more so. Just insane. Okay, yeah, it was this way. Okay.
Yeah. The 4090, from what I understand, is much more budget friendly, though, no?
Oh yeah, no, the 4090 was like 2,000. You could probably get it for like a couple $1,000, and so apparently the 5090 is going to be about that much, maybe more. So, yeah. And it's basically the 90 series is essentially what they're saying is the Titan class, because they apparently used to have like a super pricey GPU back in the day that was called the Titan series, and that's what the 90s are. Oh wait, the log's gone. Wait, do I ever get rid of it? Wait, so what's over here? Oh, I've been over here. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, are these slime
I'm about
stagers?
to buy a bunch of seeds. What's that?
These slime stagers? They're slimes in the overworld.
Oh, yeah,
I think they're trying to... Yep, I think they're trying to kill me. Yep, I think he's trying to kill me. Yep. So, hey, stumps, I can get some hardwood. You bet. Oops, oh no.
Oh no! That's okay, it's still early on in the day.
Yeah.
Luckily, you don't get insta-kill by, by combat logging. Let's see.
Alright,
so
let me head back and get my sword. A very clearly used sword here. Oh, you bought something?
Yeah, I just bought a bunch of parsnip seeds to get the final golden parsnip for community center. For money,
awesome.
I could buy like a bunch of potato seeds and start filling one of the plots of the potato seeds. If you're cool with that?
Yeah, potatoes. Yeah.
Potato.
I mean, hey, if you get enough potatoes, we can get a TI-89 calculator to run Doom. There you go.
Oh, true. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah, and with enough potato power, we can get enough juice to get that going. Honestly, playing Doom on the Samsung Smart Fridge would actually go hard.
That would be funny.
That would actually be so much fun. Oh no, I did it again! Oh my god, ads passed by again. I'm so sorry, Gigabytes. Welcome back from ads. Okay. Alright, next time. Yeah, I am so out of it today. My brain is so cooked.
Yeah, same here. As you can tell, I'm struggling a little more with my sentences today than usual. But you know what? It's still fun streaming with you. This is still really relaxing and cool. Especially like for 2K, yeah, 59 for 2K makes a lot of sense. Some people are saying it could have been even more than that. So,
oh man.
But yeah, the 5090 is definitely for like premium systems only. Because you're gonna have like the workstation systems. You get like the AMD Ryzen with like 192 cores, and you get 4 5090s in there. And oh my god, the 3D modeling you could do. That would be a dream system. Like, I would love, like, one of those super ultra workstations, because I would run Minecraft on there. Because, like, most games, like, don't run well on the workstation CPUs. Minecraft's an exception because being multi-threaded, it can benefit from that many processors. Especially like Distant Horizon, for example, because you can use the Distant Horizon mod to force Minecraft to use every thread in the CPU, even if it's not supposed to. Yeah, I actually did that. So like for the 7950X3D, there was 16 core, but you're only supposed to use 8 of them for gaming. And it actually has a driver there that makes it so you only are using 1 core. Well, Distant Horizon basically looks at that and says, haha, no, I want to use the whole CPU, so I can actually crank that so all 16 cores are running Minecraft at once. Which, I'll tell you, it generates an insane amount of heat, but I definitely don't recommend that for extended periods, but you could do it. So, if you could do that on a 79X50, you could probably do that on one of those 192 core ones, and that would, oh man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, imagine that on a Threadripper. That would actually be really funny.
There you go, Threadripper, that's the name of it.
I don't even know if Minecraft could even run on the Threadripper. I think it's not compatible on it, but like, imagine if you could do it. That would be hilarious. You just max out everything.
Oh, you can run Minecraft on a Threadripper. Yes, people have done it.
Insane.
The problem with a Threadripper is that the individual cores are not as fast as a normal PC. So if you only use, if you're not using all of the cores, if you don't multi-thread your Minecraft with a mod, then it's not as good. But if you have one of those multi-core mods on there that can take advantage of all that simultaneous process, well, yeah, then you've got something. So that's the key. That's the key. That's why I thought it's just not recommended. But okay, let's see. But yeah, I've always wanted to do something like that. I think there are people like online who do something like that. Okay, I think the Obsidian Edge is the best sword we have. Or is it the Yeti Tooth?
I think Yeti Tooth is our best sword, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, crit power. Okay, yeah, Icy Touch, level 7 sword versus a level 6 sword. Okay, yeah, it does less damage, but it gets like more defense and stuff. Alright, I'm gonna borrow this. I got some slimes to kill. Alright.
Let's see, what do we have here? Let's see. Milk. No. Okay. What do I... Anything good here? No, just milk. The only notable thing here that I could... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I did not say that Klicky is smelly. Klicky is an AI. There's no... Yeah, that's not possible.
Yeah.
The benefit of being a robot body is, no smelliness. Okay, alright, time to clear this area out.
I don't know why I followed you here. I saw you moving in a direction. I just followed you like a fucking lost puppy. I just there was no reason for me to go there whatsoever. I only realized like, hey, what am I even doing here? When I finally loaded in and I'm just standing there and just like T-posing. Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I changed my branding slightly to Digital Desktop Buddy, mainly because like I guess people genuinely like can't tell the difference. So like people like genuinely thought that like I was an AI and like pushing like AI stuff. So like,
oh no.
For example, like when for example when Moots would like promote my stuff and like repost my stuff, especially like on the View, like with my promo YouTube short, like people genuinely thought that was serious. Like they I guess they couldn't tell the satire, like and so they would reach out to my Moots and be like, hey, what's going on? Like, are you supporting AI now? Like, what is this shit?
People
and I guess
actually
people didn't
thought you were...
Yeah, they couldn't distinguish like between like lore and like actual AI. So I was like, so I decided to rebrand, but it's okay because the rebrand was very, very simple because all I did was just change one word. I just changed one word. And I know it's associated with the word, right? I talked about it in my chat before. I talked about it on solo streams where because like I'm really big on analytics. So when I looked at that short, I was like, okay, I want to see what some trends are. And so 100% of viewers stuck with the initial part of the video. They were invested and they did not click off. But there was a drastic drop off of about like 60% of people who just did not watch any further. They just immediately clicked off. And when I move over to that exact timestamp, it's as soon as AI is mentioned. As soon as AI is mentioned, people click off.
Oh.
So it was actually very harmful. Yeah, so like what was originally a cool idea in terms of like concept and lore ended up being like a huge hindrance actually. So all I did was just change a word.
That sucks. That sucks. Like
yeah.
Tech Bros ruined it for the rest of us. Ugh, man.
Yeah. Because when I look at all my other shorts that like don't have it mentioned, like the retention is significantly higher on every single short.
Okay.
It's just that one. On that one where it's mentioned just once, followed by satire immediately after. People didn't even wait for the satire. People clicked off as soon as the word was mentioned. Yeah.
That's horrible. But I mean, understandable, but like this AI, I mean,
like
AI used to be a staple for sci-fi. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it used to be a staple for it used to be a staple for sci-fi, but now it's just like now it's villainized as a result of like a bunch of bad actors, unfortunately.
Yep. I ruined it for the rest of us. Yeah. Like.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like cryptocurrency. You know, I don't object to it. Like I like it in concept and stuff. The problem is some of the fans of it are so annoying, just so unbelievably annoying that oh, okay, I got a gift there, Crowley. So I'm fishing in this pond over here. Getting some interesting stuff. Got a couple new fish. Hey, Curie Wolf. Thank you. Nice. I appreciate the follow. But yeah, no, see, I'm a big sci-fi fan, so like AI, Skynet, Hardak, a lot of these famous like AI villains and things like that. Well, what you would call it, the one who I have the mouth bar on the screen. You know, they're AI, but now you can't even talk about like fictional or use it in a character concept without getting associated with just all the bad stuff. It's like, oh man,
like. For those of us who are older, like we have a different connotation for that technology than like Gen Z has, right? Gen Z and Alpha have a very, very different like perception of it. Well, rightfully so, right? That 100% makes sense. It's like we were like for millennials and older, we were super, super excited for like, when that came to be. And when it came around, it was like a super exciting thing for those in our generation. And then it very quickly became sour as it was being exploited. It wasn't the future we had hoped for.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Yeah.
Cool in sci-fi, not so cool IRL.
Sadly. Now, I got a mahogany seat, so neat. Alright, I'll definitely be planting that here. I'll bring that to the tree farm here in a sec. I don't think we have any mahogany seeds growing currently, so I'm gonna head back to our thing. Ooh, nice. But yeah, I got so neat. So over there, there are monsters in the overworld. That's interesting. But apparently those slimes drop mahogany seeds, which is great. Oh, yeah. Does killing those monsters count towards guild quests?
They do actually.
Oh, cool. Alright, so I can get a regular. So I can get my slime killing in without having to go to the Bytes. That's great. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, you got options now. Ooh, look at this. Look at our fields. Look, like I have 2 plots that aren't filled yet. But I could actually probably buy more potato seeds now and actually get those filled out. Here, let me hoe these while I wait for the shop to open. Let's see what's
and we have enough time for it, right? Yeah, because I think we got a little under 2 weeks left of spring. So yeah, we should be able to get awesome. Alright, you stay on that. I'm going to what's this? I have a wall basket furniture thing. Oh, okay. Alright. Let me unload my I was immediately heading down south. I need to unload my here. Of course. I'm done.
but yeah, it just kind of unfortunate, but that's okay. Like like in terms of like lore and things like that, like nothing is really lost as a result of like changing that word.
Yeah.
So like it was an easy transition, right? But like lo and behold, as soon as I changed that one word, like all the questions stopped. Go figure.
Yeah. As yeah, we AI, and it's also interesting too. You also see that kind of discussion and back and forth. You see that as well with like people differentiating the types of AI tools, because not all AI is generative AI. Generative AI is actually the one that people don't like for understandable reasons. But things like Photoshop using AI to detect the layout of an image to help you clear it and clean it out, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Like AI assistant tools are cool. Things that spot grammar errors and stuff like that, not a problem. But people have to distinguish that, because people can't be heard saying, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with AI." It's like, no, they don't mean generative AI. They mean like assisted AI, which is fine. But oh my goodness, everything is painted with a broad brush.
Honestly, I think it's I think it's just a problem on just like the general public, just with a lack of education on IoT, and that's been a long-standing problem since like the 90s, right? Like that's not going to change anytime soon, right? Until there's a point where like it's absolutely necessary as in order to like live and survive in modern society. It's not going to be a commonly known thing, right? So like until it's on like cellular device level, it's like the majority of people aren't going to know. And even now, like there's some people who still don't know how to like fucking turn off their iPhone. Okay, let's be fucking real here. Like, and I can confirm this. All right, I have dealt with clients who still don't know how to turn off their iPhone. I have run into clients who still do not understand that just because you close your MacBook does not mean that the MacBook is turned off. It's fucking insane. Yeah.
Berries have started popping up on some of the bushes, by the way. So I'm counting a few of those, but no, oh boy, I do customer service.
Oh, exactly, Sue.
So online orders. Yeah, we run into some issues. Oh my god, iPhones are just. I remember. That's right. You just reminded me. So there's a news article a while back on how apparently, so like our gen, like you and I, like we understand how computers work because we grew up like knowing what a file system is, things like that. Apparently, because like the way iPhones are structured, you have kids who don't know what a file system is, because iPhones don't show you the directories or anything like that. So when you have so when they're handed, the stumps regrow. Oh my god, infinite hardwood? There's infinite hardwood here, because these stumps just pop back every time, apparently. Oh my goodness.
Yep, that's basically just free hardwood. But
nice. Alright. Yeah, but I think that apparently, so you get companies now will hire like youngins, and they'll have instructions like, okay, we'll find the file you just downloaded in the folder. It's like, what's a folder? It's like, what do you mean you don't know what a folder is?
There ain't no way the people are out here genuinely asking what a folder is. There's no way.
Yeah, well, because everything's automated. So like on an iPhone, you end up with cases like where like things are saved automatically to directories, but they never have to think about where the file is stored or what file storage is, and because they never have to think about it, they never like no one tells them about it. They don't bother to look it up, so they just don't know how it works. They don't know how files are saved on a device. And it's like, no, that's one of the rather horrific observations some people made, is that the current gen we're actually coming up in a time where you've got the boomers who are kind of tech illiterate. You have Gen X and some early millennials who are very tech literate, but then Z and Alpha who are actually less tech literate than X and early millennials. Oof.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's a little horrifying. It is a little horrifying. Because I always assumed that the tech literacy would continue to increase. I did not anticipate that, like, apparently UIs would get so comfy that we would actually, like, decrease in tech literacy. Like, that's... Oh boy.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
Like, as you increase in convenience, you also decrease in, like, actual knowledge, because you're like... Convenience equals reducing the things that would be like more difficult or cumbersome or complicated, right? So as a result, if you no longer have to deal with them as a result of more streamlined design, you naturally lose a lot of those factors as well that would be useful to know, but are only useful to know in niche situations as things get more automated, as things get more streamlined, as things become more quote-unquote user-friendly. Which is a problem, because if you need to like look under the hood, so to speak, and really like troubleshoot something by yourself, if you don't have a foundation, you're basically learning from square one, which makes it a much more frustrating experience and makes it progressively more and more like not inaccessible, but more overwhelming for the layman to get into, which is overall a really big problem, because like as things get more advanced but also get more streamlined, that also means that the process for learning something underneath the hood gets more and more complicated as well, which is the reason why like IT makes so much money, is because in order to succeed in IT, you inherently have to be a lifelong learner. Like the whole thing is that this is something that people don't realize, is that like you're constantly having to search, research, learn on the fly, and apply on a constant basis. Like you're not going to know everything, even if you're like super experienced. Like even if you have like 15 years of experience, you're still going to be doing research on a day-to-day basis. To not only perform your job, but to also like continue to stay up to date and on track with everything that's getting pushed out. And as technology gets more advanced, the rate at which that happens is more rapid. So you have to constantly learn. Like you don't have a choice.
Right.
You have to do it. And so now imagine like the average person who wants to get into it, unless they're just like love it, like they love the concept, like they're super into it, most people don't stick with it, right? Unless it's like very specific niche things. But like tech overall, or even like one specific side of tech, like even just like, let's say, like we'll go with like maybe not software dev. We'll say, let's say PC building, right? Like someone who's doing PC building like 10 years ago, right? Like PC building now versus PC building 10 years ago, it's not all that different, but different enough that like you still have to then do that research and figure out what the hell you're doing, right? Like I remember like Papa Klicky, right? Papa Klicky used to be able to build like PCs extremely fast, like 10 years ago. And like hasn't been keeping up to date, but hasn't practiced the skill, hasn't actually had hands-on experience with the parts, especially newer parts, and like, you know, getting all that experience with them, like, you know, navigating all of that. And so when he made a high-end build like 2 years ago, he was like a fish out of water. It almost felt like he had never built a PC ever before. That's what it felt like to him. Because it just felt like so incredibly foreign, especially like figuring out like so there's setting up the hardware. There's also, you know, like all the software that comes along with it, and then also just like navigating, like starting off something like fresh from scratch, like on a Windows OS, like all that stuff like he hadn't done for a while. So then like, for example, like doing the benchmarks and things like that, it's like, oh, like, this is not the FPS that I was expecting out of this machine. What's going on?
Huh. Oh. I get disconnected. Oh, and got this. Are you back?
Also, hi, Dominic! Dominic!
Hey guys, welcome to the stream, Dominic Bytes. Hopefully everything works out for you, buddy.
Hi, Dominic.
Hi, Dominic. Hi, Dominic. Sorry, guys. Dominic is, you know, a friend of ours.
Hey, Dominic Bytes. Welcome. Welcome on by.
Dominic says, hey, yo, Dominic, how's your day going? Glad you can make it.
What's up, Dominic? Welcome in, welcome back to the lab. How are you doing today?
How are you doing, Dominic? How's your day been, bro? You doing good?
Hello, Dominic. Hello, darling. How you doing, darling?
So, hello, Dominic. How are you doing? Welcome in.
Hello, Dominic.
Dominic! Hello, Dominic. I hope you're doing good today.
Oh, hello. Hello, Dominic. Dominic Bytes.
Dominic, hellos.
Hello, Dominic Bytes. Hi.
Hello, Dominic. How are you? How are you doing? Welcome in.
How's it going, Dominic? Welcome in. Mwah. Hello, Dominic. How you doing?
Hi, Dominic.
Dominic, you fucking bitch.
Dominic. I think it's Dominic. Also, Dominic is like a really epic name. I feel like unless I'm pronouncing it wrong, then that's fine.
What's up, Demonic Bytes? Or Dominic Bytes, not demonic. That was rough.
Hey, Demonic. We're doing, oh, Dominic. I keep reading your name as Demonic. I don't know why. I'm dyslexic. Give me some slack.
Hey, Dom. So good to see you. Hi. Hello, Dom. How's it going? Welcome. Howdy. Hey, Dominic. How are you?
Dominic, hey there, how goes the falling? It goes great, cutie. You want to fall in this lap and watch with me?
Hi, Dominic. Hi, sweetie. It's good to see you.
Hi, Dominic. How you doing?
Hi, Dominic. How are you? Lovely to see you.
Hi, Dom.
Hi, Dominic. What's up?
Hi, Dominic. How are you doing tonight?
Hi, Dom.
Hi, Dominic.
Hi, Dominic. How you doing?
Dominic, hello.
Hey, Dominic. How you doing? Been a while.
Hello, Dominic.
Dominic, hello.
Hello, Dominic Bytes. Hello.
Dominic Bytes, hello.
Hello, Dominic. Welcome in.
Hello, Dominic. How are you?
Hi, Dominic. Bumped into the pyramid head yet? No pyramid head.
Hello, Dominic Bytes. What's up?
Hello, Dominic. I hope you're doing well.
Hey, Dominic. How you doing?
Yo, what's up, Dominic?
Thank you so much, Dominic Bytes. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Dominic, thank you.
Can you stop slamming shit?
Hey, Dominic.
Hello, Dominic Bytes. Hello.
What's up, Dominic? How are you, man?
Hey there. Hello, Dominic. How you doing, darling? Welcome. Yeah?
Dominic Bytes, you productive little devil. Dominic Bytes. Oh, it's you.
How's it going, y'all? If you haven't already, definitely go check out Dominic Bytes, a super cool and lovely streamer. They're super cool. Very like synthwave futury vibes. They do like a Byte Club Cinema stream. They're an absolute vibe. Love them. Definitely go give them a check out. Go check them out. Go give them your love.